So Errol Spence fans, right? And I'm a Spence fan, but I'm not a Spence diehard fan. But the Errol Spence diehard fans, for whatever reason, they feel they need to nitpick on what Terrence Crawford is doing. Because, let's be honest, Terrence Crawford's name has kind of been buzzing for whatever reason. His whole storyline is, who is he going to fight? Who is he going to fight? And the fight we all been wanting for the past 3 years is Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. But for whatever reason, fans are still in full protection mode. They still coming up with excuses to why this fight is being stalled out. Why is it being held up? When guys like me been telling you about 2.5 years ago that this fight is being held up because on behalf of Errol Spence Jr. That's the reason why this fight is being held up. We already about to be going on Wilder Fury 3, people. You hear me? Wilder Fury 3 is already we about to get Wilder Fury 3 before we get Spence and Crawford 1. You know what I'm saying? We over here arguing amongst each other about pay cuts and all this other bullshit. But back when it was Keith Thurman, right? Let's just be fair here. Back when it was with Keith Thurman, back when he was the man, back when he had 2 belts, back when Errol Spence was a prospect, calling out for his shot to fight Keith Thurman, everybody, the whole boxing community destroyed Keith Thurman from not wanting to fight this prospect, a guy he didn't really feel like being bothered with at that time. And he really, let's be honest, he didn't really want to be bothered with Errol Spence Jr., period. Not to now. Now that he ain't got nothing to bring to the table, he see the error in his ways. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. He played the kid back when he was on his come up when Errol Spence one shot. But see, the thing is, though, Keith Thurman was a world champion level fighter. He been, did this and that third. Spence was still a prospect. The difference between Spence, what he's doing now and Keith Thurman, it was the same thing as Keith Thurman doing to him. He's doing it to Crawford, except Crawford is a proven pound for pound level fighter. He's a proven guy. 135, 140, undisputed. He's a proven fighter. He went up to the weight, beat Jeff Horn, one of the bigger welterweights, a guy who's fighting at middleweight right now. He went up there and thrashed him. The guy that beat Manny Pacquiao. I don't care what nobody say. A lot of you guys probably didn't watch that fight. Go watch it again. The Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao fight. Watch it again. Pacquiao got manhandled. Okay? He got manhandled in that fight. And I was one of the guys before saying that Pacquiao got robbed. When you go back and watch that shit, you go see what I'm talking about. But this whole thing with Errol Spence, man, look, I like Spence, man. I'll root for him in any other fight. But against Crawford, I already knew that spells trouble. It spells trouble. Stylistically, Crawford is a nightmare for the guy. A tougher fight with Crawford will probably be somebody like Sean Porter. I think he'll eventually figure him out. But Errol Spence is just too basic and textbook for a guy like Terrence Crawford, and his team knows it. Derek James know it. Tim Smith and all these guys know it. That's why when you see them talking, they're very dismissive of the Crawford fight. Oh, that's not going to happen right now. Oh, there's but when anybody else said we jump on their asses, right? When any other trainer or promoter, anybody else say something we don't like, we jump on their asses, right? I think we should keep that same energy just so we can get this fight. There's no shade towards Spence. We know that real boxing fans know that Terrence Crawford is all wrong for Errol Spence. And it goes beyond just them being in the ring. And another factor in this fight is that the discipline. Terrence Crawford is a guy who stays in the gym all year round. He stays in the gym. He's just a boring guy. He stays in the gym. Errol Spence Jr. like to turn up with the mans and dancing in the club and getting fucked up and all that. He parties hard. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence got to really work hard to get back down to weight. He be blowing up between fights. Crawford, none of that happens. He stays in the gym. You know what I'm saying? He eats, sleep, shit boxing. Errol Spence, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The discipline level, that shit matters. Then the accident. You know what I'm saying? The accident. We don't know if he's really even going to get past Garcia, people. Danny Garcia's been training for this fight ever since he fought that Kermit the Frog guy that bit him in the back. You know what I'm saying? He's been training hard. Danny Garcia can crack. He's got heavy hands, real good timing, real good act. I mean, that fight, we gotta worry about that fight before you know what I'm saying? We don't even know if he gonna get. We don't know how Spence is gonna look. We just don't know. After the accident, that could play a huge. So that fight we got to see how he looks against Danny. Then if he don't look good against Danny, you know what I'm saying? Then they may want to have another tune-up, and then it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, or if he, the trainers, Bomac, the boxing sage. Then he got Swall and I think the guy name is Red. There's 3 trainers against 1. And Derek James, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he know. Derek James knows. When you see the interviews, and I know a lot of you Spence fans see this shit, but you act like you don't see it. But when Derek James come out and say his shit, and he's all dismissive of the Crawford fight, and all this, Crawford should fight this guy, he sells out arenas and stadiums, he turns to a businessman real quick, right? He's supposed to be the trainer, but he turns into a manager real quick, right? But Bomac is the actual manager of Terrence Crawford, but you don't never hear him talking none of that stuff, right? But Derek James, he knows what's up, man. He knows what's up. Look, people, I ain't gonna hold you too long. If Errol Spence was confident enough, and this is no shade. I mean, if you feel you ain't ready for a guy, if you feel you need to do, I get it, bro. But don't be lying to the people, dog. This fight is going on 3 years now. We've been talking about this fight, man. Crawford moved up to fight Jeff Horn in what? 2017. That's the time. Even at that time, he was talking about fighting Spence. Everybody said Spence. He ain't saying Spence's name. He started saying Spence's name. Then it was another hurdle. He started doing this. Then it was another hurdle. Oh, he got the belt. Oh, it's another hurdle. Like, come on, man. And then we want to nitpick Crawford's resume, right? We want to nitpick what Crawford does, his opponents, his accomplishments. I remember about a few years ago, before Crawford became a threat to Errol Spence Jr., you ain't hear nobody talking shit about Bud. Bud was the guy. But now that he became a threat to PBC's star, see, we got a lot of PBC fanboys. We got more PBC fanboys than we got actual boxing fans around here, apparently, right? But you never heard none of that bullshit before. Now all of a sudden, he's on the wrong side of the street. He shouldn't sound about it. Who gives a fuck? Wilder and Tyson Fury about to fight going on a 3rd fucking time, man. And we sitting here, and y'all got the audacity to sit here and come up with excuses for this fight, a welterweight fight? We should be talking about Spence and Crawford 3 right now. A rematch at least. Right now. But nah, we over here talking about who's doing this. He got to do this first. Crawford on the wrong side of the street. He got to go fight somebody. When Crawford's probably been the most consistent fighter we've seen since Floyd Mayweather. Consistent, dominating everybody, stopping guys that never been stopped. How many undefeated fighters he beat? How many Olympic level fighters he beat? Come on, people. Let's stop the bullshit and start demanding this fight, man. Because let me end it right here. If Errol Spence Jr. really wanted that fight back when 2017, if he really wanted that fight, you best believe we'll be talking about part 3 right now. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.